All right, it's on now. Of course. It's always like that. It's always like that. All right, it's cool. All right, so I mean, in any case, however it works itself out, that's what my intention is by going live on both. So for anyone that may not get the notification on YouTube, they'll see it on Instagram. So either way, it's all good. Either way, as long as you get it somewhere. Jay Carly, what's good? What's up, Shanoa? All right, so I'm gonna Oh, you can do that? How you doing that though? So you on one on the phone and then one on the computer? Cause you can't be on both on the phone at the same time, right? Unless technology is just amazing. You got it right. You got to have more than one device. Phone and the iPad. Got you. Okay. JT, what up? All right, so let me get this YouTube set up real quick. Oh, that's hard, J. Carly. That's hard. Sometimes YouTube lets me do that, where it minimizes the YouTube window and then you can open up something else. But it doesn't always work on the phone though. It works sometimes, but then sometimes it don't. And I don't know why. I don't know why I do or don't. It just sometimes it be working and sometimes it don't work. So you know how that goes. Yeah, she fly with it. She's like, I'm on one device. All right, let me find this YouTube real quick. So we got a really good topic today too. Really good topic for today. Oh, you just got off work, JT? What time do you start working? So you get off like around 3 o'clock? All right. What was that? I was about to do something else. Ooh, excuse me. Block hours. Back on the CNA hustle. Got you. 8 to 12. Okay. All right, so I think I'm out there. I'm just about everywhere. So let me get this YouTube up. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button when you come on. Thank you very much. All right, so we got Damon is in the building. Jay Carly's in both buildings. Ben, what's happening? Shahar is here. Melanie's here. Charles is here. Chip, what's going on? Jeffrey, what's happening, bro? Tracy, what's good? Jelani's in the building. Jeff is in the building. Hawaii 5-0 Jeff is in the building. And Lewis is here. Peleus is here. The beard is taking over, right? Eventually, you won't even see my face no more. You just see a beard. You see a beard with eyeballs. Yeah, this that quarantine life right here. Bill is about to pass everyone making under 135 a month, or you mean 135 a year? Because under 135 a month is everybody. Okay, a year is going to get 2,000 a month. And how long are they supposed to be doing that for? Yeah, looking like James Harden or crazy, right? For up to 12 months, really? Mm-hmm. That's interesting, Ben. Until further notice, really. Well, some people won't be going back to work if that's the case. For some people, that's more than they make. Even when they reopen. So you saying even when people go back to work, 2,000 a month stimulus? It sound a little weird. It sound fishy to me. If that is something that they're going to do, why would they do that? Forget about whether they can afford to do it or not, because we know that they cannot. They can't afford it as far as the economics of the way that the economy goes. No, they cannot afford to do that. They're saying because the COVID-19 situation is terrible. Yeah, that's like what I'm leaning into in my thought process. Jay Carly said they can't feed the homeless. They can't stop human trafficking, but they can pay everybody $2,000 a month. Yeah, that sounds a little crazy right there. Shahara, you heard that too? They're trying to stimulate local economies. People definitely gonna spend it, but it's all gonna go to Apple. Or the only thing that's gonna happen, Apple's gonna get rich. Because people damn sure gonna be buying iPhones and silly shit. Jay Carly says she glad she filed her taxes with that direct deposit info. How many of y'all actually got that $1,200 stimulus so far? Has anybody actually received it? Oh, you got yours, Jay Carly? Wow. No wonder you like that. That you glad about that direct deposit, right? Shahara, you got it too? Okay. Lewis said, how's going back to work if they do that? No, because Obama made them print money. Danny, what's good? Well, for if anybody does get that, I recommend that you do what Shahara did. She put in the savings. Don't spend it. Payless, you didn't file your taxes last year or this year. You better file your taxes. Oh, you did last year. Okay, not this year. Got you. So they should have the information from last year, I believe. That's how they doing it. Yeah, I read that too. I didn't quite understand it when he said Obama made them print money. They've been printing money since the dinosaurs. Way before Obama was here. J. Carter says she gonna make sure she got enough to pay bills for 6 months minimum before she pays the bill or debt. When do you think I'm gonna get it? I don't know. It seemed like you should already got it. I know that I saw something online where they had the dates that it's supposed to be coming based on your income. It was like a chart. And what you mean the first round? They doing it more than once? And you gotta excuse me, I'm totally out the loop with it. I don't know. That's why I be asking y'all about it, because I don't know. You paid somebody to do it last year, so you confused. But did you if you use the bank account on your actual taxes, you should have got it. What's up with this right here? Hi, Instagram is back. Okay, so she said like the first people that got are the ones that filed 2018 taxes with direct deposit info. Okay. And then the next round is for people that filed this year? Is that what they doing? What's up, Mo? They said the next round is in May 1st, so hopefully get it then. If not, got TA, so whatever. Definitely. Jay Carly, everyone I know that did the 2018 taxes with the direct deposit, they got theirs. Okay. They wanted to do as much electronic payments as they could first. Okay, so then the next round you're saying will be for people that don't have direct deposit info. So I'm assuming that they're going to mail out checks. Is that what you're saying? It sounds like that's what you're saying. I'm not sure if that's what you actually are saying though, but that's what it sounds like. So the next round will be checks. Okay, so Ben is saying what you're saying, if that's the case. He said if your bank info was on file with the IRS, you'll get it wired. If not, they mail the check. But they're doing electronic in the first round and then checks in the second round, from what I'm understanding. Is that accurate or no? Okay, so Ben is confirming that then. All right, cool. Okay. Lewis said nobody got a check. Well, if that's the case, nobody should have got a check yet, because they're not doing checks till May 1st, right? So if you didn't get it direct deposited and they're sending you a check, from what I'm understanding, they're doing that starting on May 1st. And then they created the input on the irs.gov to input your banking info if you don't file taxes or if you didn't file taxes in 2018. Got you. Okay, so Lewis said his wife got the check already. Okay. Which makes me even more confused. Because if she got a check, then what's the second round supposed to be? If checks were sent out already too. Mo said, so Mo, you got it sent to the people that did the taxes? Yours was sent to their bank account? Is that what you're saying? Because if that's the case, then it sounds like that happened because their bank account was on your return when they filed your taxes. Okay, so they got your money, so they gotta give you your money. Is it like a tax preparer like H&R Block or Jackson Hugh or one of those, or this is a person? A pickup. Oh, you got to go pick it up. But I mean who? Oh, somebody local. Okay, I got you. Got you. No, I know. I didn't get nothing. that's why I'm just trying to I'm trying to sift through information just so that people can get information on if they're gonna get it or not. Jeffrey said even if you didn't file taxes this year or last year, you still can get it. So that's the irs.gov that Jay Carly mentioned, right? You got to go to the site and then put your information on there like that. Most said they ain't picking up the phone. You mean the people that got your money? That's why I asked that. I was like, wait, who filed your taxes? What? Yeah, you're gonna have to run up. You're gonna have to pull up. Like, listen, I don't give a shit about this COVID. I don't care about none of that shit. Where's my money? Like, listen, it ain't gonna be COVID that kill you. You ain't gonna die from COVID, bro. You don't give up that bread. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I'm joking, but I ain't joking at the same time. Shit. What you talking about? Oh, so see, y'all got me all off. So I wanted to the topic for the day is before I forget, skills that position you to be 100% self-sufficient. That is the topic for today, which is actually a very good topic, especially being that we're talking about the stimulus money. Because we all know that ain't gonna last forever. We already know people gonna mess that money up, and basically, once that money is spent, all it is just money spent. Yeah. Damon said no social distance till my money is within 6 feet. Like, listen, I don't get my money, it is gonna be 6 feet deep. It's gonna be 6 feet. All right, keep playing. Oh man. Jay Cardi said, I love that the answer to every topic and every question is TeamAlliance. Yep, that is a fact. Mo says some not even getting it. Yeah. So it, from the sound of it, it sounds like people that make over a certain amount are not getting the money. From what I'm gathering. Jay Carly said also make sure that you're going to the IRS government link, the irs.gov link. All the information is there. Okay. For those of you that didn't file taxes, you still get it. Go through TurboTax. Okay. So they're saying if you are or are not a filer, you still are entitled to the stimulus. You can input your direct deposit information and still get a deposit. That's what Jeffrey said, and Ben is confirming that. Okay. All right. So yeah, man, get your money. If you qualify for it, get that money. But you need an SSL. What's the SSL? You mean the Social Security number? Social Security number. Okay, got you. Okay, this is good. This is good information. You guys are full of information. Very good. Very good. If not, then you're dead. Okay. Well, who don't have a Social Security number other than, I would imagine, anybody that is not a citizen? So Lewis said he know people without a job that are getting it. Okay. All right. So I understand now. I understand what they're doing now. Right, right. People with green cards. Got you. Okay. Jay Carly said, "Does a street pharmacist have skill?" I feel like they probably doing all right. As long as they don't get caught, they I'm pretty sure they doing fine. Hopefully they're skilled in not getting caught. They do that, they be all right. Street pharmaceuticals. No, and no need to. No need to. Yep. Damon said they're gonna keep your medicine cabinet right. Oh man. Yeah, you ain't lying about that. Cops ain't really trying to do nothing. I don't even see the meter maids. And I thought I would never see the day. I literally don't even see meter maids walking around. They don't even want to get close to your car. Yeah, none of those keywords. Indeed. Melanie said her fortune cookie just read, "I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it." That is hard. She says you had to read it 4 times before it clicked, right? Shahara says she might have been doing 85 in the 55 with the swivel head looking for cops, and they wasn't out there riding dirty. And if they probably was out there, they probably was like, they gave you the corner eye look, like, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Yeah, some people were let out of prison, and some of them turned around and went right back in. Not a lot, but a few of them. They let you be great. Tyler, if I pay extra per month for TA, could you have me making money by next week? Oh, I told you about that story with the dude that asked me about that, and I threw a number at him, and he said he was gonna go get a loan. Did I tell you that? I think I had told you that story. She says, as long as they ain't put out sex offenders. Oh snap! Yeah, that was on an old live stream, right? Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, Jay Carly. I didn't even know that. 16. That's a long time. What do you? It sounded like he was in there for something crazy. So Lewis, you said you tried to trade and you lost 170 in the market in the past 3 days trading live? Oh boy, we might have to open up the doors of the church. Lewis. So all right, so first off, what market are you in? What market are you observing? What market do you trade? Virtual church doors opening. You know it. All the way open too. Oh wow. You trading the euro. Okay. Mm-hmm. Damon said, which book of the TA version of the Bible you about to read from? Turn with me to the book of Mark, chapter 301, verse 301. All right, so Lewis, why are you trading live, first of all? What you doing? Why are you trading live? And you have to refresh my memory about your background. Did you come from Forex, or did you not have any experience at all trading when you came to TA? I don't remember. So you got to give me a little bit of info so I can just have more context. Before I just, before we jump all over you. Pause. Before the wolves come out. And Lewis, don't try to dip. Don't try to dip, Lewis. He said, I trade on my own for a minute, but I came from stock and from Bitcoin. Okay, so you knew to Forex overall and to NADEX. All right. I think I kind of remember now. It seemed like we had a brief conversation. Matter of fact, let me see something. Let me see something. Let me go to my records. Mm-hmm. Something you said to me kind of explains a lot. Okay, I think I kind of know what you're like. Why you did that? Yeah, like you see how you sound right there. Stock short, like you're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of things. I know that you probably dabble in crypto, right? You probably still dabbling in the stock market. Correct me if I'm wrong. Are you still doing anything right now other than focusing on NADEX and focusing on the TA training? Yes or no? That's my first question. Yes. Okay. That's the problem. You need to focus to do what we do. This is not something that you can add to your portfolio of stuff that you do. And what I mean is that this is a skill set. It's not a strategy that you bought and you're going to come on NADEX and start trading this great TA strategy and start winning. That's not what this is. You're going to have to dedicate the time to training, period. Now, the reason that I'm saying that with authority to you is because if you don't dedicate the time to training, you'll continue to experience what you experienced over the last couple of days with them losers. That's going to keep happening. You didn't lose because what you're learning is something that don't work. You're losing because what you're learning is something that does work, but you're not doing what you're learning. As a matter of fact, you're not learning if you're doing. Does that make sense? If you in the market trying to trade, right, like already, you haven't trained. Your training is not at a high enough level for you to trade what you're being trained to do. Does that make sense? So you're going to have to separate what you're doing on TA from everything else that you're doing, period. Is it worth it to do that? Yes, it is. Because you're going to make way more money trading on NADEX the way that we trade than you will make anywhere. I don't care what it is that you trade. Crypto, stock market, Forex, futures. Regardless of what you do. You could be doing real estate. You will make more money doing this than you will make doing anything else. So that's why this should take precedence over anything else that you're doing. And I'm not saying that because it's TA. I'm saying it because it's true. This should take precedence over anything else that you're doing. Nothing else can provide you with the level of financial freedom that you can attain by acquiring this skill and putting it to work. But you can't put the skill to work if you don't get it. You see what I'm saying? Well, how do you get it? You're going to have to train. What does that mean? 301 over P. And nothing else. No trading, no crypto, no stock market. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't do those things, but don't incorporate this with anything else that you're doing. You have to separate them and cut them off. They are separate things. This is a separate thing from anything else that you're doing, period. And you're going to have to do that. So that's the first thing. That's one. Damon said you'll be reprogrammed like the rest of us in due time. Yeah, but you're going to have to get with the program in order to be reprogrammed. That's important. You got to understand that you're going to have to commit the time. Jay Carley said you have to focus on 301 only right now. Damon said Marcus telling the truth. Lewis, trust me, we win over here until we choose not to. And we choosing not to lose. Exactly. That's it. So I think that with you losing early like this, that's a blessing for you because you get to see that what I'm telling you is true. It would be much more detrimental to you if you started to do what you're doing now, where you trading and you winning trades. It would be very dangerous because you'll be winning, but it's going to be a false sense of winning because you really don't know why you winning. The same reason that you don't really know why you lost those trades that you took. Does that make sense? So you're going to have to understand the dynamic, which means you will have to understand why. Well, why would I lose? What would cause me to lose? If you can't answer that question, you know that you're not where you need to be. The same way that you're not able to answer why you're winning a trade. Well, why'd you win that trade? Oh, well, I won that trade. It was a good trade. Nope. There's no such thing as a good trade. No such thing. Huh? What you mean, Mark? There's no such thing as a good trade. That's not why you'll win trades. It's not because it was a good trade. You see what I'm saying? And you got to understand, if I'm saying that there's no such thing as a good trade, then what is it? You see what I'm saying? If you can't answer what it is, that's what the purpose of training is for. Yep. 100%. If you sin win, it's going to be all bad. Yep. Damon said it's better to lose early than to get that illusion early on that you're doing something right by winning. Woo, Lord. Man, I couldn't have said that better myself. Let's repeat that for the folks in the back. Damon said better to lose early than get the illusion early that you're doing something right by winning. Damn. Yeah, definitely trust us on this one. Jelani said, in that case, you should revisit 336 and 396 if you haven't. This is for Lewis. Work on that mindset first. Definitely. Yep. So, Lewis, are you understanding like what we're saying? Are you is this like, kind of sinking in now? And I hope he's still here. He right there, my man. Yes. Very good. It's all true, man. It is all true. Did you watch last night's training with David? Did you see the training from last night? Lewis? Yeah. Book of Mark got to be highlighted every chapter. Yes. For real. Okay. Aside from watching 301 on repeat, I want you to watch the training from last night. And the reason that I want you to do that is because I want you to listen to somebody else and their experience along their TA journey. When you listen to what David was saying about his personal experience and how long it took and what he ended up doing, what he was doing at first when things switched for him, like listen to the details of the stuff that he was saying on training last night, and you're going to get a lot of insight into what it takes, because you got to understand, like, it takes a lot of commitment from you as the person. This is about you. It's not about a thing that you're learning. It's kind of like, I know people that love to say multiple streams of income. Like, I know a lot of people like this. Man, multiple streams of income is awesome. But a lot of them are delusional, because a lot of times it's not multiple streams of income, it's multiple streams of outgo. They just doing a bunch of shit, but that doesn't mean that they're actually generating income from everything that they're doing. You see what I'm saying? You can't focus on building one thing if you're trying to build 5 things. Does that make sense? People are fascinated by the idea of multiple streams of income, but they don't understand the dynamic that it would take to really build 5, 6 actual streams of income. Not 1 or 2 streams of income, and then the other 3 or 4 are just there to make it look like you got 6 streams of income. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about 6 solid streams. You can't get to 6 before you get to 1. make money from one. And I have these conversations with people like all the time, like people that still be trying to beat me in the head about doing something else and, oh, join this and because you can generate income doing this and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I'm focused. I have one stream of income that's technically multiple streams of income. Because when you have the ability to trade, if you trade in 2-3 times a week, that's 3 income streams. Listen to what I'm saying. If you position yourself where one trade pays multiple months of bills from one trade, and then you get 3 trades in a week, that's multiple streams, ain't it? Now, mind you, multiple streams, but the focus and the intensity is there. So that means you're going to get to that money. You're not wondering if you're going to get to that money. Or I wonder if, this is going to be able to sustain itself. You're not wondering about that. Your skill is the leverage in the equation. Your skill is the leverage. Your skill has created multiple streams of income for you. Your skill is multiple streams. All right, let me chill. Let me chill out. Bed. Jay Carly said, Lewis, thank you for coming forward about it. That means that you care about getting this freedom. This family got your back. 100%. 100%. You definitely. Lewis said a lifestyle change. Lewis, you getting it. See, you wouldn't even be able to say that if you don't understand what I'm saying. The fact that you just said that, he said a lifestyle change. Yes, your lifestyle should become training. This is what I'm saying. When you train, training is what gives you the skill set. That's how you get it. Instead of dibbling and dabbling and playing games, trying to do all of these things and none of them is working. What's the purpose of that? And people do it all the time. Oh, I got 4 streams of income. Do you? Well, let me check it out. Oh, nah, you got 4 streams of outgo. Now, let me leave people alone. Let me stop. Man. Jay Carly said multiple streams of income means you just kind of good at several things. You aren't the master of one, right? And people have a hard time with that because it's the same idea. Oh man, this is good. It's the same idea as thinking by watching more than one market gives you more opportunities to trade. Ooh, Lord, here we go. Here we go. We on the vibe now. Torre, what's good, man? What's up, Rich? Orange juice, what's happening? Yo, listen to this, man. You can't tell somebody new to trading that looking at 3 or 4 different markets is not going to increase their chances of getting a trade. Can't tell them that. They swear that that's the case. They will be in 3, 4, 5 different markets. Oh, well, I just look at all of them, and when I see a trade, I'm going to take it. Okay. We'll see how long that lasts. What they're doing is they're scattering their focus and their energy on doing too many different things at once. And what ends up happening is they take the slap trade. And they get slapped so hard. You're doing too much. You thinking that you're going to get more by looking at more. No. That's not what happens. You make yourself more vulnerable by trying to do too much because you can't intensify the focus on the one thing that you should be doing. Yo, trying to tell y'all, man. You know how parents tell their kids, nah, you're doing too much. What does that mean? It means you're doing too much. That's what it means. You trying to do all of this, you can't do one thing. It's just like if I gave you instruction to do one thing, and you take that one instruction and you try to do 4 or 5 different versions of the one thing that I gave you to do. I didn't tell you 4 or 5 different versions. It's only one version. Oh, well, I tried it this way, because I was trying to see if I can make it better or easier. All right, in the process of you trying to make it easier, you didn't do what I told you to do. You messed up. Oh, because when I did it and then I tried to tweak it, oh, now we tweaking. Oh, okay. You lost. You tried to tweak, you end up losing. It never stops. So anytime you try to do too much without focusing your intensity on one thing, what you think is going to happen? You're going to mess up. It never fails. Every time. It's only a matter of time. As soon as it's just like when we talk in a group and we finding out that somebody's doing a bunch of shit. You're like, damn, they were doing a lot. I'll be like, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just wait. I just do what I do. I say what I say, and hopefully when I say it, eventually it clicks in and then connects with them. Then if I hear back from them, Mark, which trainers did you say to start with again? Okay, so now that means that you got beat up, and now you want to start to do it the right way, and that's okay too. If you got to go that route, then that's just something that you choosing to do, but you don't have to go that route. It's the point that I'm making. Just focus from the beginning and don't do nothing else, because the reward for the focus is invaluable. It's putting yourself in position. That's way better than doing a bunch of other shit and then messing up and then having to come back and correct what you messed up. You don't gotta do all of that. Just relax and do shit that you instructed to do out the gate. There's a reason that there's instructions. You know how some people open up the box like for a new product and don't look at the instructions? You ever see people open up shit and they try to put the stuff, like they try to assemble it without looking at the instructions? You wondering why the door won't open. You built a closet, you trying to figure out why the door not opening. Did you look at the instructions? Come on, man. Torre said a man trying to do everything ends up doing nothing. Whoa. Life lessons you don't change. Oh, he said life lessons you don't charge enough for these nuggets. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. What's happening, Paige? What's up, Kelvin? Man. Yeah, I was chilling. Red Man just came out of nowhere. I was actually just minding my business, and he just came out of nowhere. Melanie said that was me 2 months ago. Strategies and signals in multiple markets. Doing too much made me lose focus on my goal to freedom. Laser focus now with TA family and 301 on repeat. Come on, man. Paige, how much does understanding market rhythm help with NADEX? It's everything, Paige. It's everything. There's nothing else. That's how much it helps. Jay Carly said you become TeamAlliance, everything else is inevitable. Yeah, we getting them, Jelani. We getting them. Kelvin said I learned the hard way. That's not right. Yep. And see, the thing about it is that you don't have to do that. I be hoping to catch people before they do shit. That's what I always hope happens. You know, like I pray for that to happen. Like, Lord, please let me catch somebody before they start doing dumb shit. Please. Amen. Because you'll do dumb shit, and some people will do so much dumb shit, it discourages them and breaks their spirit, and they give up. Mind you, it's your dumb shit that you're doing, though. So you did the dumb shit, and then it breaks your spirit, and then you give up. Come on, man. Man, oh man. Rich said, blessed to be a part of TA. All you need is that one opportunity that the market gives you. That's it. One market, one shot. J. Carter, yeah, go ahead and do that. You're going to realize that the word nuance means something. Exactly. Rich said, it's like running the 400 and the 100. Why avoid the why? What's up, Ernest? He said, walked in the rant, man. That is what is called impeccable timing. Man, oh man. Yeah, you was right on point. Rantman just came out of nowhere, too. Rich said, 301, I'm just going to keep training the same way until you get it. That's it. Tyler, Rich, perfect example of do what you're supposed to soon, and you open the book. Rich said, a free life is the richest. Come on now. Come on. Mo said, I've been humbled. See, the thing about it is like, if you notice, I include myself. I'm not saying, oh, look, I'm over here doing what I do, and, you know, you need to do it. I'm not hitting you like that. I'm hitting you from the perspective of, I understand what you're doing. I used to do it. I've done it. I've done it worse than you. As bad as it seems for you, mine was worse. I know that for a fact. I be laughing sometimes when people be like, they lost, you know, their $100 or something like that, or even $500 or $1,000. Like it makes me laugh. I'm like, yo, I've literally lost house money, not mortgage payment money, house money in the markets over the years. So this is why my level of intensity is a little different, because it's more personal for me. That shit hurt. It hurts when you lose at that level. And let me see if I can share this. When you lose at that level and then you got to start over, that hurts. It's like you built to a huge level and then you be losing, because the way that you got there, for whatever reason, something interrupted what you were doing to get there. Whatever it might have been. Like for me, it was a number of things. It had to do with the brokers and Forex, you know, all of the changes that they were doing. They was cheating, they was doing extra shit. So I lost a lot of money along the way that way too. But some of it was me too. Some of it was me being thirsty, being anxious, trying to revenge trade. All of the shit that we talk about all the time. That's how I know what you be doing. Most of the time, before somebody even opens their mouth, when I ask them, I'll be like, well, what'd you do? I already know what you did. As soon as you say, yeah, I lost 3 trades. First of all, if you lost 3 trades, that means the first loss hurt. You tried to get it back. Lost again. Still tried to get it back. Lost again. Had enough, or you ran out of money. Right? The only reason it was 3 losers is because you ran out of money. If you still had enough money, you'd have kept going. I understand. I understand the dynamic of it. I understand. And that's why, for me, my pain was severe to me, and I want people to avoid that pain because I know where it's taking you. I told you about the time where I used to be breaking my laptops. I literally broke like 4 or 5 brand new laptops. Like, took the laptop and just smashed the laptop because I lost the trade. Like, straight broke what I needed to trade. Who does that? That's the dumbest shit ever to do. But I was doing that, and I did it multiple times. Broke like 5 laptops. So when I tell you that I understand, I really understand. And it's like, I know where it could take you and where you can go with it. Because if you keep going, the anger and all of the pain will exacerbate. So it's like, you got to stop. And if you still have money, you won't stop sometimes. That was me. I had the money. I kept losing it, losing. Next thing you know, it's like, wait, I lost that much? Shit. That's a house. So it's insanity. It really is. And that's why you have to, it's better for you to listen to somebody that has been through something similar to what you have or worse. Because when they're telling you about it, it's real. That's what I represent. The reason that I can laugh and joke about shit and I can celebrate not being like that anymore is because I knew what it took to get past that. And that's also why I'm able to help communicate more effectively. Because I already know what you're doing. I know what dumb shit is. I know what that is. So when I tell you stop doing dumb shit, I'm like, yo, just stop. Like, you fine. You be all right. All you got to do is just stop. You're not as bad as I was. I was retarded. It's retarded to break your laptop. That's stupid. But this is the type of stuff that I was doing. So that goes to show you, it's like, oh shit, damn. Really has some issues. Yeah, you think? Had a lot of issues. So if I was able to overcome at that level with that much anger and, you know, revenge and trying to get it back and trying to get back at the market and feeling like, you know, the market owes me now. All of that was there. All of that was at a high level. And it took me time to realize, like, nah, it ain't the market, it's me. This is me messing up. So I reverse engineered myself. And then when I did that process, that's when everything began to unfold. And I began to realize, and then you get the moment, and then the light bulbs come on. Then next thing you know, oh shit, I'm winning. I'm getting to the money now. You got that mirror's up. So it's different. But yeah, so that, you know, that's why I talk like this. People be wondering why I talk like this. That's why. I was retarded. I know what retarded looks like. That's why when you do stupid shit, it resonates with me immediately. I'm like, nah, you doing dumb shit, man. Cut it out. Bad, oh bad. Jay Carly said, I'm going to keep saying this. The right way and the wrong way has already been paid for you. The right way is 301. Wrong way comes from the testimonies of students that learned that they needed the right way. Facts. That's hard. Rich said, if you don't stick to the protocol, you will end up going nowhere fast. Come on, man. Damon, Golden Nuggets over here. You need to open up a casino on the strip. Bad, oh bad. Adele, what's happening? Ernest said, what's giving up? How do you do that? Yeah, I don't like that was never an option for me. So I went through it. I ain't gonna lie. I went through it. I was doing all type of stuff. Wow. J. Carr said, I broke my spirit once, cried to Mark. He said, fuck you crying for, cut the shit. You did it to yourself, now correct it yourself, or whatever he said. Right. It was definitely immediate tough love. Yes, it was. Rich said, don't break yourself, break your mindset. Jay Carly said, Jelani, Rich are the epic examples of do only what you're supposed to. Yes, they are. They've never taken an L. Read that again. Never. See, like we got examples of both. You got plenty of examples of people that messed up and did stupid shit. And then you got Jelani, Rich, Mark Stargell. Like you got certain people that they out the gate. Mark literally used to be like, I'm gonna do whatever Mark tells me to do. And he listen to Mark Stargell on any of the trainings that he was on. Listen, Mark's the greatest trader in the world. I'm gonna do whatever Mark tells. This is him talking on the training. And that shit sounded just like him too just now. That was a good impression, I actually must say. But go in like one day when you have the time, go in the playlist and look up any training with Mark Stargell on it and just watch it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. In other words, I'm just doing whatever Mark said to do. I'm gonna listen to the voice of experience. He didn't do nothing else. He never lost. Anyway. Carrie said, you preaching again to me. Been there, done that. Too many pokers will get you burned. Yep. Damon said it has to get into your DNA, the level of intensity. Yep. CCU, we really miss Starbucks. Well, Starbucks, they back at it. They I think they're doing mobile orders now. You can go pick up some. You can go pick something up. Kelvin, you could use that pain and turn it into gold. Well, that's what I ended up doing. And I mean, that just happened just from me sheer refusing to not stop. Like like giving up was never a thought for me. What I'm making reference to is not stopping. Like I never actually stopped doing. Even when I was messing up, I was doing. I was doing stupid shit on repeat at first until I switched. When I switched, now my doing turned into doing what was actually building me up to reverse engineer how I was messing up. So I could eliminate all the stuff that I was doing to mess up. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna do the opposite of that. Instead of being anxious, I'm gonna wait. Instead of being thirsty, I'm gonna be patient. Instead of trying to do extra shit, I'm gonna have discipline and not do nothing else. Gotta reverse engineer shit. Looking for the job on Sunday. Yeah, that was in there too. Yep. Paley said, all that pain made you who you are today, so I'm sure that you appreciate it now. Of course. I wouldn't have been as intense as I am now without that pain. Because intensity comes from pain. The reason that somebody becomes passionate about something that they're doing is because of the pain that came from when they was fucking up. Right? You appreciate somebody more when they helped you get through pain. Your love and your admiration for a person that helped you get through pain is different. The same way you would feel about a doctor that did a surgery for you that helped to change your situation. The way you feel about that doctor, you don't feel like that about every doctor that you go to. It's different. Because you know that he was directly there, connected to the pain. And now the pain ain't there no more. So yeah, the pain turns into the gain. But that's good. Damon said the market reveals a lot of our insecurities. The market reveals all of our insecurities. Make no mistake about it. See, and that's another thing too. You have to allow yourself to be exposed. You can't be afraid of being exposed. It's all right to be exposed. You know why? Because you get self-awareness. Yo, I talk about that shit all the time. Self-awareness is the first part of changing. You can't change what you don't notice you do. Think about it. How you gonna make a change? You don't even know that you're doing that shit. Crazy, man. Rich said, you literally cleared the path of all obstacles with signs all along the way saying, do not deviate. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it sounded just like Mark, right? He sound like an announcer. He do, but when you hear him, you see exactly what I'm talking about. You'd be like, oh shit, he did sound like him. Yep. Nah, nobody did it, Adele. Well, actually, no. Somebody did set this off. Who set this off? Oh, Lewis. Lewis actually did set off Rant Man a little bit. He did. So thank you, Lewis, for being transparent. Yeah. She said we've been blessed with Rant Man 3 times in a row on live. Yep. Rawson said, I'm going to water. Rawson, what you talking about? Damon, but those people that won from the gate, they were ready to win early. Everyone else has to work through their own programming. And they have to look at themselves to finally accept winning. Ooh. You hit that on the head. Yep. If you never experience loss or pain, you will never create healing or winning for yourself. Very good. Very good. And you definitely won't have what it takes to help heal somebody else. See, everything happens for a reason. Like some people are just not built a certain way. And some people are. This is why, like there's a I don't know if it's in the scriptures or if like this is something that like church folk just say. But church folk will say that God won't give you more than you can bear, right? And I understand that wholeheartedly. I understand that. If you are built for the pressure will happen to you because life happens to you, right? Life always is happening. Like, it's just shit that happens all the time. Just whatever. You don't know, you can't predict, you don't know what's going on. We like literally, we don't know what's going on. We think we do, but all type of shit, anything can happen to you right now. At any moment, anything can happen to anybody. Right? Now, each of us is built a certain way. So some of us, our reaction, our response, our resilience, right? Our refusal to give up is on a different level than other people. Some people, they fold right away, like, oh shit. Oh, I guess this is it for me. I can't do it. Some of us are not like that. Some of us is like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna get through this. And that's it. Well, how are we gonna get through it? I don't know how we're gonna get through it. I don't fucking know. But we're gonna get through it. Because we get through everything. The mindset is different. So depending on how you're built, if you're built to withstand pressure, pressure is gonna come your way. This is how I believe that everything works. If you soft, a certain amount of pressure comes your way, but not enough to just totally destroy you. So it's almost like the whole universe operates. It's like it's giving you shit to try to help to build you, but at the same time, it ain't gonna give you too much to kill you. And if something does kill you, it's a decision usually that you made to let go. Because nothing can kill you unless it's just something random and arbitrary that just like, hey, a heart attack, boom, that'll kill you. You can't explain what where a heart attack came from. Like why did this person get hit with a heart attack at that moment? We don't know. Probably has something to do with his health. Maybe it didn't. It's people that die from a heart attack, they don't have no health issues. Or maybe they had one, but nobody knew about it. So you see what I'm saying? Like it's like all of these variables and different things that are going on all at the same time. But if you're built for pressure, it don't matter what happens. You just keep going. As long as you breathing, you're going to keep going. Like the only thing that's going to stop you is death. Death has to stop you. That's how some of us are built. So when you withstand and you go through something and overcome and you get through it, now you actually have the antibody. Oh shit, we're going on another level right now. What happens in the body when you get a virus and you beat the virus? What does your body produce? Think about this. This is how crazy life is. The same shit that goes on with us in the physical world is the same shit that goes on with us everywhere. When your body overcomes the virus, it produces antibodies. The antibodies will help somebody else to not get sick from the virus. Hello? When you go through shit in life and overcome, you got antibodies now that's going to help somebody else to not go through the same shit. Or to get through the same shit because they're going through it, but they don't know how to get through it yet. But because you've been through it, you can help them to get through it. Life. That's why these are life lessons, man. That was some other shit right there. That was kind of deep. I ain't gonna lie, that was hard right there. The antibodies. Man, come on, man. On so many different levels. Who said Black Jesus? Y'all are funny. Your Ernest is crazy. He's talking about it's not all right to expose yourself. Be specific. Yeah, let's say. Man. Peleus said, you change your results, change staying close to the pain is the game. Yes. Training is the pain. Ooh. Yo, y'all realize Peleus is 22, right? You hear the stuff that he says? This is what yo. He just said training is the pain. Whoa. Oh my goodness. J. Carly saying self-awareness is the pain. This is hard. This is hard. Adele, if this quarantine has not helped push your BS to the forefront, you really need to take a deep look at yourself. Yep. E said, keep moving forward despite any setbacks. See, when you're moving, you don't see setbacks because you don't have time to. Oof. See, we on the vibe heavy right now. When you're moving, you don't see setbacks because you don't have time to see them. Damon said, I fold but unfold again like laundry. Shahara, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Rich, persistence breeds resilience. Yeah, and I thought about that as I was saying it. Because even death couldn't stop her. How you think you built if death can't even stop you? Like literally death. You have mad encounters with death. And don't be scared of it. And you just it doesn't stop you. Now mind you, death is the only thing capable of stopping you. It don't mean that it's gonna stop you though. Oh boy. Oh boy. Your Ernest is insane. I just read that. He said, let's start a church, tax-free income. Yeah, I ain't messing with you, man. Oh my goodness. Damon said that's that Tupac level of being. Yep. Yeah, Tupac was tuned in, definitely. Peleus, he said J. Carly's immortal. So far. So far. Mo, as above, so below. Ooh. Oh boy. Rich, we become immune to losing. Man, oh man. Amar, you like that, huh? He said fact. Rich, 301 is the antibody. Yep. Ernest said Peleus is Uncle Willie reincarnated. Oh, snap. Excuse me. Shani, when you know you're going to win every time you pull the trigger, you now give maximum value to each trade. Yep. Yep. See, I love, like, you see how different things stick with us at different times? It's crazy how everything will hit you in a different way, but it's the same thing hitting you every time. Like the vibe is one energy that is going on, but it's hitting from so many different angles and perspectives. It's impossible for you to not get hit. How can you not get hit by this? This is why I say if you just be around, it's impossible for you not to succeed. It's not possible. Only way that you won't succeed is if you remove yourself. That's it. Losing a trade is a gouging pain. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. Adele said, TA is the church. We save lives daily. That is a fact. Come on with it. He said, going beyond thought with that one. Yeah, this is hard, man. This is hard. Ooh. David said, death can stop you on the physical, but this isn't real anyway unless you accept it. It's levels, man. It's so many levels to this. It's crazy. It's crazy. The more and more that you think about it, it gives you goosebumps, because I don't even think that you physically can handle yourself at a elevated level. Like, we can only elevate but so far while you in the body, because your body would like disappear. If you really like went high in elevation and the vibration really raised inside of you, I think that your body couldn't even stand that. I think that the energy level is too high. You would like blow, you would explode or some shit, or just disappear. I don't even think that your body is capable of dealing with the energy. Nope. Ernest, some people got antibodies to nuggets. Shit just never sinks in. That's hard, because it isn't everybody. Jay Carly, I can't lie though, there was no way I was ever going to learn without completely destroying everything and building from the dirt. Yeah, for some of us, we have to do that, because it's like when you know that you're going to endeavor upon something, the existing version of you can't go where you're going, right? Like think about this for a second. How you are right now can't go where you're going. So the old version of you has to be destroyed. Now the question is, how do you kill it? Right? You kill it by suffocating it. You gotta choke it out. Some of y'all will catch that right away. But that's how you kill the old version, so that the new you was born. See, unless you be born again, you can't enter. Uh-oh. Paige said, how you do that, Jay Carly? Oh, what you just said. Paige, you talking about destroying everything and building from the dirt? Okay. So I'll let her respond to that. Jay Carl said, if you know anything about the I am meditation, you can only get to the level that you're ready for. But when you see how far above yourself you can go, you'll never accept less. Paley said, when I get on these lives, the vibration gets so high, I have to leave sometimes. My brain starts to hurt. Damon said, our pains are our own personal experiences that we have to learn from everyone is different. Yep. Terrell said, gotta starve the old habits. If you keep feeding them, they keep growing. Bingo. Bingo. That's how we move, man. So again, to destroy the old version of yourself, you have to suffocate it. We have a very easy way to suffocate anything. It's repetition. Yo, this shit is so simple. It's so simple when you understand the dynamic of it. When you understand the actual dynamic of like how it works, simple as pie, man. Yo, I'm doing all this talking. I ain't look at the market once. Damn. Rand man had me over here doing all of this. I ain't look at the market one time since we've been on here. I don't know what the market is doing. I'll look at it later. I'll look at it when it opens back up. Because I had to learn to work with my monsters instead of trying to get rid of them. Rich said, rebuilding a mind frame, then you have to train on it for it to set. Yep. Paige said, whenever I trade, the market is always moving. Yeah, the market represents life. Life is always see, it's so crazy how the market literally mirrors life. Like literally. That's why we talk about the market the way that we do. We say stuff like the market is the mirror. Like, what does that mean? The market is a reflection of how life is. Understand what I'm saying? It's a reflection of how life is. You're going to see your life when you look at the market. You're seeing the level of understanding that you have of how it moves. Most people have no idea how it moves. Right? It's the same thing that's happening in their life. They don't understand what's happening in life. I don't know what the hell's going on. Life's just going, moving. You don't understand the movement. You don't understand. So there's direction and guidance that you need in order to understand the movement. That's what we call framework. Framework can only be done through mindset. Mindset. Your mind. The way that you actually are going to do something is by actually conditioning your mind to do it. What if what you need to do requires you to wait? Oh, I know that you want it now, but it ain't coming right now. You got to wait for it. Patience. What if I told you, why are you waiting? You can't do nothing else though. Oh, well, while I'm doing this, maybe I could try this too. No. Discipline. So patience and discipline are your mindset being, that's how you condition your mindset, is through the growth of patience and discipline. That's how you'll be able to do the framework. Even if I told you everything right now about your life, listen, this is what is waiting for you right here. It's almost like how you'll talk to a psychic or somebody that can like look into your future. You know what's happening when somebody's looking at your future? They're giving you a glimpse into what can happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but why is it not going to happen? Because it depends on you. You see what I'm saying? In order for it to happen, you actually have to make it happen. You think just because somebody told you, oh, well, listen, man, in your future, hey, I see a 5-bedroom house, I see a nice car, and I see this, I see a lot of money around you. You get excited. Oh shit. Yo, he told me that I got mad stuff waiting. but doesn't mean anything without the actual execution in order to get there. So they gave you a framework for where you are headed or can go, but you got to do the frame. In other words, you have to do everything that leads to the framework over and over again to get there. This is like right now we're training. This whole conversation is crazy. Because listen to what I'm saying. This sounds like a training. This is the same shit that I talk about with the market. I'm going to give you a way to win. I'm going to give you everything you need to win all your trades. You will never lose a trade again. The problem is you won't do it without the mindset part. That's your problem. The framework is 100% solid. You're going to win. Are you going to do it though? That's the question. Come on, man. Come on. This is good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Paley said all of this wisdom leads to an easy framework. Come on, man. Amar said, confession, I can't get beyond $200 winning, and then one trade implodes my NADEX business. Sometimes I blame it on trading outside the recommended time. When you say recommended time, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Amar, be more specific. When you say recommended time, what do you mean? Rich said, market never stops moving. It's knowing how and why she moves that requires being there at the right time. Yes. Recommended time by Mark is lunchtime. I usually lose at night. Amar, it sounds like you might have been in training before, like in the past, but I actually don't have a recommended time to trade. Yeah, it sounds like you may have been in training before, actually. Pages. Okay, so Paige is trying to get some clarity, and Amar's trying to get some clarity from what I'm seeing. Amar, it depends on the parameters being there, but okay, so yeah, you said parameters, so you definitely been in training before, but lunchtime probability to have the framework is higher. Amar, I don't think that you're not in training now, right? Are you in training now? Yes or no? Okay. You should get back into training, because whatever you're doing is your interpretation of what needs to be done. You're not actually doing what we do. And how do I know that? Because you lose. If you losing, you're not doing what we do. So I would recommend that you get back into training, because I'm not sure when you were in training, but we're constantly elevating. This is why I say that training never stops anyway, because you are constantly in an elevated state of movement when you train. That's the key. 2018. Okay, yeah. So definitely, yeah. The training has elevated. I mean, that's a good question. Is even though it's irrelevant why you left, I am curious as to why you left, because it sounds like you left and you're trying to do it on your own. And it's so funny. I literally was just talking about this yesterday. I just was talking about this yesterday. Yeah. And people often do. People will come into training, they'll think that they got the strategy, and then they take off. And I'm not suggesting that that's what you did, Amar, but it kind of sounded like it a little bit. Damon said, market doesn't have a set schedule to give you money. You got to be there when it does. Exactly. Yep. Jay Carly remembers you, she said. We've elevated so far beyond that. Yeah, definitely. Rich said, referring to best times, the best time is when the market says. See, like we on a whole nother level now. That's why, like, I have to come down just to explain certain things to people. But the best way to get it is to stay in training. He said traders' psychology get affected when I couldn't make constant income. Well, the thing about that is that you're still not in position to make constant income. And you left. So it's kind of like, let me put it in perspective for you. Just a little bit. On last night's training, one of the students here completed the Project 21. You probably have seen it on the channel. He completed Project 21 yesterday. He's been training since when did David said he started training? Was it 2017 or 2018? One of the other. But he's been training since either 2017 or 2018. And he just completed the project yesterday. You like, is it clicking? Whatever time you need to elevate, September 2018. Whatever time that you need to elevate, you need to give yourself that time. It's kind of like in your mind, the back of your mind, you're thinking, all right, well, when am I going to get the skill? Nah, there's no expiration date for the skill. Listen to what I just said. There's no expiration date for the skill. All right. Oh, okay. This is a good live stream today. This is good. When did he start the project? He started the project, he said, did he say he started the project in October of last year? Then he went from October to January, and then he started over in January. So he started in January and took it all the way through to completion yesterday. That was for Paige. Yeah, so January to yesterday. But don't miss the point that I'm making. He was in training since September of 2018. You can't exclude that part. That's the most important part of what I just said. Not that he completed the project in 4 months. He trained to develop the skill set in order to complete the project whenever he completed the project. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's like people are trying to get to the skill without getting to the skill. it's not possible. The skill that it takes to be consistent requires repetition within itself. So if you're not training on repeat, what are you doing? You just in the market losing. That's what you end up doing. You just in the market losing. Yep. So Ernest said the moment you think you got it and stop training, that's the moment you just fucked yourself. Damon said you be on a charge when you choose to for however long. Rich, there are many pieces to the puzzle, not just the picture on the box. Shawnee, gotta stay in training, fam. It's the main part of the business. See, here we go. This is why we talk about all of this shit every day. You gotta treat trading like a business. It's a business. Imagine trying to run your business every day and you don't show up to it. People calling, hello? Oh, that's the answer machine. Ain't nobody there. Are you open for business? You see what I'm saying? If trading is your business, training is the key. That's the meat and that is trading. That's the whole business. You successfully selling your product in the store is the equivalent of you successfully navigating through the market based on your skill set. But how do you get the skill set to begin with? How does that happen? Training and repetition of training. Like, I don't know, for some reason some people still miss that. They don't get it. And for the duration that you don't get it, you'll continue to struggle and to suffer. So it's very simple. I mean, the simple answer is you need to get into training and stay there. Like I don't understand why people think that it's something else. Oh well, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna learn. You're gonna learn what? The reason you're gonna win consistently is because you're learning how to control yourself. You ain't learned that yet. How long is it gonna take you to stop doing stupid shit? You came in, you know the framework, you know everything, but you still losing. How's that possible? How you come in here, learn this framework and still lose? A framework that never loses. How are you losing? How? Obviously, there's more to it than you learning the framework. Because in your mind, you're thinking to yourself, oh, I got the strategy already. I know what it is, 5+1 and, no back tick. I got it. No, you don't. No. So, trying to help you, definitely. Or, as always. Yeah, growth versus income. We go everywhere with it. You know that. Pay shit. I think I need to do that too. Yeah, Paige, if you're talking about getting into training, I believe so. Rich said, "Our night loss is free." Sounds like a few months of training money right there. J. Carr said, "Doesn't matter. It's gonna take you however long it takes you." Facts. Ernest said, "Do you guys realize that once you get the skill, you own your time? You can literally work from anywhere on earth as long as you have internet." Come on now. Come on with it. Jay Carly said, my answer was I broke myself down to the lowest possible place, that there was nowhere else to go but back up. Elevation, man. This is crazy. It's great. Yo. She said, I had to rebuild the person I was always supposed to be instead of the person I thought I was. Paige, that takes some courage. What else you got, Paige? Everything in life is binary anyway. You either gonna do it or you ain't. You're either gonna do it or you're not. You're either gonna do what it takes to do something else or you're not. Rich, every business has growth time. That's how you acquire the skill set to maintain that business. Oh boy. Ernest said, I mean, why not sacrifice now to gain a skill that you can work for 5 minutes a week? He said, fuck damn it, people. Yo, as you can see, Ernest does not have patience for the shenanigans at all. And I don't blame him. Jay Carly said, Paige, I had Mark and TeamAlliance. Yeah, see, like, I don't know why people don't be getting it. I don't understand it. I don't. Paylates, I learned the framework. I took 20 MRMHs today. Okay, now I know that you're lying. Paley said, Jay Carter, you really went to hell, then came back to the surface. Yep. For real, for real. Yeah, Paige said that she thinks she need to do it. That's how I feel right now, Damon. Like, life is binary. Like, what are we talking about? It's so crazy how it's like you know, like, people always think that we're talking about something else. Or what's the new thing? What's the new shiny ball? The new shiny ball is the same ball. My old shiny ball is shiny. I don't need a new one. I'm gonna just keep shining the old one. The old one is shining. I'm gonna say I got no patience for excuses. That's it, man. I mean, so, like, come on, man. Like, people should know what it is by now. Like, there's a reason that everything that we do here is repetitive. There's a reason why we don't be talking about nothing else. Like, oh, they always talking about the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. Why would we talk about anything different? It's just like how if I'm winning all the time, why would I do something different? I don't understand that at all. Like, why would you even suggest, oh, you ever thought about doing this? No. I'm winning. I win all the time what I'm doing right now. Why would I want to do anything else? For what? And this is what I mean about all that multiple stream of income shit. People are delusional. Oh, well, how many streams of income do you have? As many as I want. I got skill. I got as many streams of income as I want to have, period. That's how you have to process this thought. You got to process it like that. People get fascinated. Oh, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. Don't let that fool you. I guarantee you that they ain't become a millionaire from 7. Uh-oh, here we go. Guarantee you they ain't become a millionaire from 7 of them. I bet you was 1. I bet you it was 1. All right. Come on. Come on. Look, Paley said Floyd ain't do something different. He made 400 million. Come on, can we get to it, please? Got all y'all mad at him. Y'all mad at Floyd. Oh, he'll be doing the same thing all the time. That's bad? Silly, man. Silliness. Melanie said, Mark literally says at the beginning of all trainings, you've made the wisest decision of your life to train with TA. Facts. Yes, it is. Yep. Jeff said, if you got a smartphone, there's no reason that you're not surrounded by TA. TA is on every social media platform and a chat. Consistent because it's important. Freedom ain't free. We going in today. Going in, man. He said, gotta join TA. Come on, man. Kelvin said, everyone wakes up at a different time. This is true. Some folk want to stay asleep, though. Some folk want to stay asleep. I just hope that you're trying to wake up. Oh, shit. Wow. And look at what Jay Carley writes. And some people just stay asleep. All right. I'm not surprised. Mind you, you know I wasn't even looking at the comment yet. That's the vibe. Rich said, only need one stream that gives you access to the ocean. Come on, Rich. Whoa. Let's rewind that one. He said, only need one stream that gives you access to the ocean. Shit. Yeah, definitely get the anchor. That was hard. Paley said, Floyd showed everyone, I don't have to fight you and I can still win. Yep. Damon said, Floyd didn't punch unless he has the opportunity playing defense 99% of the time like TeamAlliance. Exactly. Jay Carter said, I need to start wearing my seatbelt during the live. Word. Woo! The price of your freedom is your bullshit. Come on, Melody. Shit, let's go. Reality never sleeps. Damon says some people still sleep, some people yawning, and some people wiping the crust out their eyes to see who's this paging them and why. Who's this here paging me and why? My man. July said he can't put everybody on the bench, so just get rid of the bench. Yeah, no bench for the Nuggets, man. No bench for the Nuggets. We gonna let them rip. Oh man. All right. So I see the spirit has been moving today. Spirit has been moving. So we basically been answering the topic the whole live. The topic was skills that position you to be 100% self-sufficient. The answer is TA, which is the answer. Nah, I'm chilling, Shahara. Not yet. I'm chilling. It will be though. I'm sure. Rawson said when I met TA, I woke up. Nice. Yeah, can't believe we stayed on topic today, right? I gotta make sure I make the topics generic so that no matter what we say, we're gonna stay on topic. Yep. Paley said these are real nuggets. That's why this is awesome. It's not off Google. It's off vibration. Yo, the youngin has elevated for real. Yo, Peleus is on another level. He's an old soul in TA for real. Mm. Ooh, oh boy. Uh-oh, Shahara, you might have spoke that one up. Go to first yawn. Yeah, you might have spoke it up. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here. All right, man. So y'all know what it is, man. TeamAlliance, TA all day. The vibe is beautiful. I'm gonna check y'all on training. Everybody else, I'll see y'all mañana. Y'all be safe. Time is it 5:30? Yeah, that's good. All right, y'all. Deuces. Oh, make sure y'all like the video, please. 10 of y'all did not like the video so far. Y'all, please make sure that you like it before you exit. Yep. 1.